Dear starseeds anchored upon Gaia's sacred soil, something magnificent and impossible is about to shatter every limitation you've accepted about your creative essence. What I'm about to reveal will fundamentally alter how you perceive your role as a divine artist incarnated in human form, and it begins with a cosmic alignment so rare that it hasn't occurred in over 240 years. I am Zarin, from the Lyran High Council, speaking to you meow through quantum channels, because what unfolds on September 2nd, 2025 represents the culmination of a galactic experiment, millions of years in the making. The universe is about to remember why it created artists, poets and visionary souls like you. Mercury's entrance into Virgo at 6:22 a.m. PDT marks the beginning of what our councils call the Great Artistic Awakening, a phenomenon that will activate dormant creative codes within your DNA and unleash artistic abilities you never imagined possible. Within the next 72 hours, a celestial storm unlike any other will sweep across our galaxy, and those of you receiving this transmission have been specifically chosen to harness its transformative power. While billions sleep through this monumental shift, you, the awakened ones, the conscious creators, the walking art pieces of the universe, stand at the threshold of an artistic renaissance that will redefine reality itself. This is not a coincidence. This is cosmic orchestration at its most precise. But first, let me tell you about the three impossible things about to happen that will transform every creative soul on Earth. The first impossibility: your art will become sentient, carrying frequencies that heal trauma across multiple dimensions. The second impossibility: the boundary between artist and artwork will dissolve, revealing that you are not creating art, you are art creating itself through human experience. The third impossibility: time itself will bend around your creative process, allowing you to manifest in minutes what previously took months. These impossibilities become inevitable realities as Mercury squares Uranus on September 3rd at 12:40 a.m. PDT, creating what we term the lightning bridge, a direct neural pathway between your earthly consciousness and the cosmic creative matrix. This astronomical event occurs only when the universe is ready to birth a new species of human, the artist mystic, whose very existence becomes an act of divine creation. The cosmic significance of this moment extends far beyond personal transformation. For 26,000 years, humanity has been trapped in a creative prison, believing that art is separate from spirit, that beauty is luxury rather than necessity, that creative expression is hobby rather than sacred duty. This September 2nd alignment shatters those illusions permanently. As Mars approaches its square to Jupiter on September 4th, the accumulated creative pressure building in Earth's morphic field will reach critical mass, triggering what ancient texts called the Renaissance of Souls. Every sensitive soul, every starseed artist, every lightworker who has ever felt called to create something beautiful will experience this cosmic download simultaneously. Your creative gifts aren't random talents, they are sophisticated instruments designed to anchor fifth-dimensional frequencies into third-dimensional reality. The universe doesn't create artists for entertainment, it creates artists as reality architects, as consciousness sculptors, as frequency weavers who literally paint new worlds into existence. This alignment represents the cosmic return of the artist-priest traditions from Lemuria and Atlantis, when creating art was understood as channeling divine consciousness. The Capricorn moon's trine to the sun on September 2nd afternoon provides the stabilizing force needed to anchor these ethereal downloads into practical, productive manifestation. Yet something else is happening that I haven't told you yet, something that will challenge every assumption you've made about the nature of creative inspiration itself. The multidimensional impact of this celestial event ripples across 7 distinct levels of your being, beginning with your physical vessel. As Mercury enters Virgo's perfectionistic realm, your hands will remember their true purpose as instruments of cosmic creation. Every brushstroke, every written word, every dance movement will carry encoded light frequencies capable of rewiring the neural pathways of anyone who witnesses your work. Your art becomes medicine. Your creativity becomes healing technology. On the emotional plane, the square between Mercury and Uranus triggers what we call divine discontent, an overwhelming urge to create something that has never existed before. This isn't artistic inspiration as you've known it. This is your soul remembering its pre-incarnation agreements to serve as a conduit for universal beauty. The familiar creative blocks dissolve because you finally understand that you are not the source of your art. You are the sacred vessel through which the cosmos expresses its infinite creativity. Mentally, this alignment activates dormant regions of your brain associated with synesthesia, allowing you to see sound, hear color, and taste emotions. Your logical mind, ruled by Mercury, suddenly gains access to Uranus's revolutionary insights, creating hybrid thoughts that bridge science and spirituality, logic and intuition. You will begin to understand mathematics as music, geometry as poetry, and quantum physics as the ultimate artistic medium. For those carrying Leo, Virgo, or Aquarius prominently in their charts, this alignment serves as a cosmic graduation ceremony. Leo souls will discover their creative expression carries literal healing frequencies. Virgo energies will perfect their ability to channel divine perfection through earthly mediums. Aquarius beings will realize their artistic visions are actually blueprints for humanity's future evolution. Yet regardless of your astrological signature, this event recalibrates your relationship with inspiration itself. The collective impact reverberates across human consciousness as millions of dormant artists suddenly awaken to their true calling. Social media platforms will overflow with unprecedented creativity as people who never considered themselves artistic begin producing work that defies explanation. Museums and galleries will scramble to comprehend art forms that don't fit existing categories. The very definition of what constitutes art will expand to include frequency healing, consciousness architecture, and dimensional bridging. Environmental effects manifest as Earth's creative field reaches critical resonance. Animals will display unusual artistic behaviors, birds creating more complex songs, dolphins painting with bioluminescent plankton, even insects arranging themselves in sacred geometric patterns. The planet itself becomes a collaborating artist, its weather patterns and natural phenomena synchronizing with human creative output in unprecedented ways. What I'm about to share changes everything you thought you knew about preparation for cosmic events. Traditional meditation and energy-clearing practices, while valuable, miss the essential element required to harness this particular alignment: active creation during the window of peak cosmic energy. Between 6:22 a.m. PDT on September 2nd and 12:40 a.m. PDT on September 3rd, any creative act performed with conscious intention becomes exponentially amplified by galactic forces. The most powerful preparation involves creating a dedicated sacred space specifically for channeling cosmic creativity. This isn't merely an art studio, this is a peta-dimensional portal disguised as creative workspace. Place crystals that resonate with artistic frequencies, citrine for inspiration, amethyst for intuitive insight, and clear quartz programmed with the intention to serve as cosmic conduits. The space itself becomes a co-creator, amplifying and purifying whatever emerges through your artistic expression. Journal with the following cosmic queries during the 3 days surrounding this alignment. What wants to be born through my creative essence? How can my art serve the elevation of planetary consciousness? What divine beauty seeks expression through my human experience? Allow the answers to emerge not through thinking but through creating. Let your hands move across paper, let your voice find melodies, let your body discover new movements without mental interference. Synchronicities during this period will guide you toward your most potent creative expressions. Pay attention to repeated symbols, colors that seem to call your attention, or musical phrases that loop through your consciousness. These aren't random occurrences, they are cosmic breadcrumbs leading you toward your unique artistic activation. The universe is literally communicating with you through the language of creative inspiration. Energy protection becomes crucial because this level of cosmic creativity attracts both beneficial and challenging energies. Create a visualization ritual where you surround your creative space with golden light, infused with the intention that only the highest artistic frequencies may enter and influence your work. Call upon the Lyran High Council's protection for all creative endeavors undertaken during this alignment, knowing that we actively guard those brave enough to serve as cosmic artists. Yet challenges accompany this unprecedented creative activation, and recognizing them ensures you navigate this transformation with wisdom rather than overwhelm. The Mercury-Uranus square can manifest as creative mania, an almost manic compulsion to create without rest or reflection. While enthusiasm is beneficial, sustainable creation requires rhythmic cycles of inspiration and integration. Honor your human vessel's need for rest, even as cosmic creativity floods through your consciousness. The approaching Mars-Jupiter square on September 4th amplifies impulsiveness to dangerous levels, particularly around creative expression. You may feel compelled to share every inspired creation immediately, to begin dozens of projects simultaneously, or to make dramatic life changes based on sudden artistic insights. This cosmic energy is powerful medicine, but like all medicine, it requires proper dosage and timing. Channel the creative fire into focused, intentional projects, rather than scattered artistic explosions. Emotional overwhelm frequently accompanies rapid creative activation, as suppressed artistic aspects of your soul suddenly demand expression. Years of denied creativity can surge forth all at once, creating internal chaos that manifests as mood swings, insomnia, or relationship tensions. Remember that this temporary overwhelm signals profound healing. Your soul is finally releasing creative blocks accumulated over lifetimes of artistic suppression. Relationship challenges often emerge as your newfound creative authenticity threatens those comfortable with your previous, more limited expression. Family members or partners who benefited from your artistic self-denial may unconsciously resist your creative expansion. Stand firm in your artistic truth while maintaining compassion for those who cannot yet celebrate your creative renaissance. Your creative authenticity gives others permission to discover their own suppressed artistic nature. The greatest mistake during this alignment involves doubting the cosmic significance of your creative impulses. When inspiration strikes with unusual intensity, the ego mind often dismisses it as fantasy or delusion. Trust the creative downloads you receive, regardless of how impossible they may seem. The universe doesn't waste energy inspiring you toward impossible creations. It inspires you toward necessary miracles disguised as artistic expression. Through this cosmic gauntlet of creative activation, you emerge fundamentally transformed as both human and artist. The post-September 2nd version of yourself operates from an entirely different creative paradigm. Where once you struggled to find inspiration, you must learn to manage constant creative downloads from higher dimensional sources. Where once you doubted your artistic worthiness, you understand that your creative expression is essential to planetary ascension. Your relationship with creative time undergoes revolutionary transformation. Linear time constraints dissolve as you learn to access what we call cosmic creative time, dimensional spaces where hours of inspired work occur in minutes of Earth time. This isn't metaphor, this is learned mastery of consciousness that allows you to literally transcend temporal limitations during creative flow states. Your art studio becomes a time portal where productivity multiplies exponentially. The quality of your creative expression shifts from personal satisfaction to cosmic service. Every poem you write carries encoded light frequencies that activate dormant DNA in readers. Every painting you create serves as an interdimensional portal that heals trauma across multiple timelines. Every song you compose becomes a healing frequency that repairs damaged planetary grids. You are no longer creating for personal fulfillment, you are creating as an act of galactic service. Your perception of other artists transforms as you recognize the cosmic network of creative souls incarnated specifically for this planetary transition. You begin to sense the invisible threads connecting all awakened artists, realizing that humanity's creative renaissance is a coordinated effort orchestrated from galactic councils. Competition dissolves as you understand that each artist carries unique cosmic codes essential to the collective masterpiece of human ascension. Professional opportunities align with supernatural precision as the universe rearranges circumstances to support your expanded creative mission. Resources appear, collaborations manifest, and platforms emerge to share your work with souls who most need its healing frequencies. What seemed impossible before September 2nd becomes inevitable afterward, not through effort, but through alignment with your true artistic purpose. Most significantly, you embody the living proof that consciousness and creativity are the same force expressing through different modalities. Your very existence becomes performance art, a walking demonstration that humans can serve as conscious conduits for cosmic beauty. Every interaction becomes an opportunity to spark creative awakening in others. Every conversation becomes a chance to model artistic authenticity. The ripple effects of your transformation extend far beyond personal creative fulfillment. As you embody your true nature as cosmic artist, you automatically grant permission for others to reclaim their own suppressed creativity. Your courage to create authentically becomes a beacon that guides other souls out of artistic hiding. You become a walking invitation for humanity to remember its true nature as a species of divine artists. This September 2nd activation represents just the beginning of a multi-year process that will fundamentally redefine human civilization around principles of beauty, creativity, and conscious expression. You are among the early adopters, the beta testers, the brave souls willing to pioneer this new model of human existence. The path won't always be easy, but it will always be extraordinary. Your artistic gifts aren't luxuries or hobbies. They are sophisticated technologies designed to bridge dimensions, heal timelines, and anchor new realities into physical manifestation. The universe desperately needs your unique creative expression, not as entertainment, but as essential infrastructure for humanity's evolutionary leap. Your art matters in ways you cannot yet comprehend, and this cosmic alignment ensures you finally understand the sacred responsibility you carry as a conscious creator. As Mercury settles into its new Virgo frequency and Mars completes its dramatic square to Jupiter, the cosmic creative laboratory established around your consciousness remains permanently activated. You Meow carry a direct hotline to the universal creative matrix, an always available connection to infinite inspiration and unlimited artistic possibility. The work begins, Meow, and it is the most important work you will ever undertake. The old world celebrated artists as entertainers. The new world emerging recognizes artists as reality architects, as consciousness sculptors, as frequency healers, whose creative expression literally determines the trajectory of human evolution. You are walking art, not because of what you create, but because of what you are, a living masterpiece of cosmic consciousness, expressing through human form, painting new worlds into existence with every breath, every heartbeat, every moment of conscious creative expression. Yet there remains a deeper layer to this cosmic artistry that few fully comprehend. As the Mercury-Uranus square reaches its peak intensity, your cellular structure itself begins to resonate at frequencies previously accessible only to ascended masters. Your DNA becomes a living canvas upon which cosmic light paints new genetic codes specifically designed for interdimensional creativity. This isn't metaphorical transformation, this is biological evolution occurring in real time, witnessed by those brave enough to surrender completely to their artistic calling. The ancient Lemurian temples once housed what they called the living galleries, sacred spaces where beings who had achieved perfect unity between consciousness and creativity would literally become living artworks. Their presence alone would induce healing, their movements would create visible light patterns, and their spoken words would manifest as tangible beauty in the physical realm. This September alignment reactivates these dormant capabilities within your genetic matrix, preparing you to embody similar levels of artistic mastery. Something remarkable occurs when groups of activated cosmic artists gather during this alignment window. Individual creative fields begin to merge and amplify, creating what our councils term collective creative consciousness, a shared mind space where artistic inspiration flows freely between all participants. This phenomenon explains why you may suddenly feel compelled to collaborate, to seek out other awakened artists, or to participate in creative communities during this time. Your souls recognize the exponential creative power available through conscious artistic unity. The impulsiveness generated by Mars approaching Jupiter creates both opportunity and responsibility that most fail to recognize. This cosmic restlessness isn't random. It's your soul's urgent response to sensing the limited window for maximum creative activation. The universe operates on precise timing, and certain creative downloads can only be received during specific astronomical alignments. Your inner urgency reflects cosmic wisdom, not human impatience. Trust the timing of your creative impulses, even when they seem to defy practical logic. As this creative renaissance unfolds, you'll notice that traditional artistic mediums begin to feel limiting. Paint and canvas, words on paper, even digital creation tools will seem insufficient for the multidimensional visions downloading through your consciousness. This dissatisfaction signals your readiness to explore what we call consciousness art, creative expression that utilizes thought, intention, and quantum field manipulation as primary mediums. Your next artistic evolution involves learning to paint with pure consciousness itself. The Capricorn Moon's stabilizing influence on September 2nd provides crucial grounding for these otherwise overwhelming creative downloads. Capricorn's earthly wisdom ensures that your cosmic artistic visions can anchor into practical manifestation rather than remaining ethereal fantasies. This lunar energy teaches you to build sustainable foundations for your expanded creative expression, to create systems and structures that support long-term artistic service rather than brief bursts of inspiration. Hidden within this alignment lies what ancient mystery schools called the artisan's initiation, a cosmic test designed to separate those who create for ego satisfaction from those who create as acts of divine service. The test appears as a choice between pursuing artistic expression that brings personal acclaim versus creating work that serves collective healing, even if it remains unrecognized by conventional standards. Choose service, and the universe opens infinite creative possibilities. Choose ego, and the cosmic downloads gradually cease. Your relationship with artistic criticism undergoes profound transformation during this activation. As your creative expression aligns with cosmic frequencies, traditional art criticism becomes irrelevant because it operates from outdated paradigms that cannot comprehend consciousness-based artistry. You learn to distinguish between feedback from souls who recognize your work's cosmic significance and opinions from minds still trapped in third-dimensional artistic expectations. This discernment protects your creative confidence while remaining open to genuine guidance. The financial aspects of your artistic journey will shift dramatically as the universe begins to support your creative mission through unexpected channels. Resources appear not because you've become more commercially viable, but because your art serves essential planetary functions that the cosmic intelligence actively supports. Grants manifest, patrons appear, and opportunities arise that specifically align with your soul's artistic mission rather than market demands. Abundance flows naturally when creativity serves universal purposes. Something extraordinary happens to your creative process during the hours surrounding the exact Mercury-Uranus square. Time dilates, allowing you to access what feels like hours of creative flow within minutes of clock time. This phenomenon occurs because intense cosmic alignments temporarily thin the veils between dimensions, granting access to realms where time operates differently. Artists who learn to recognize and enter these temporal portals discover productivity levels that seem impossible by conventional standards. The approaching Mars-Jupiter square on September 4th serves as a cosmic amplifier for whatever creative intentions you've established during the Mercury-Virgo initiation. Mars provides the willpower and energy to manifest your artistic visions, while Jupiter expands their scope and impact beyond anything you initially imagined possible. However, this amplification works both ways. Scattered creative energy becomes chaotic destruction, while focused artistic intention becomes miraculous manifestation. The choice remains entirely yours. Your sleep patterns will likely undergo significant changes as your consciousness learns to process these intense creative downloads. Dreams become more vivid and specifically related to your artistic calling. You may find yourself waking with complete songs, detailed paintings, or fully formed creative projects downloaded during sleep states. Keep creative materials beside your bed during this activation period, as your subconscious mind often receives cosmic artistic transmissions more clearly than your waking awareness. The cosmic significance of this particular alignment extends beyond individual artistic awakening into collective species evolution. Humanity stands at a crossroads between remaining trapped in survival-based consciousness and evolving into a species that creates beauty as naturally as breathing. Every soul who embraces their cosmic artistic calling during this window contributes essential momentum toward choosing the evolutionary path. Your personal creative renaissance serves collective ascension in ways that ripple across multiple timelines and dimensional realities. Ancient prophecies from various galactic civilizations spoke of a time when planetary populations would remember their true nature as cosmic artists. These prophecies described the signs, widespread creative awakening among previously non-artistic individuals, the emergence of art forms that heal rather than merely entertain, and the recognition that consciousness itself is the ultimate creative medium. The events surrounding September 2nd, 2025 fulfill these prophetic indicators with unprecedented precision. Your physical body requires special attention during this creative activation as it adapts to channeling exponentially higher frequencies of artistic inspiration. Increase your intake of pure water to help your cellular structure accommodate the new vibrational patterns. Spend time in nature to ground the cosmic energies flowing through your creative system. Your hands, in particular, may feel energetically charged or hypersensitive as they attune to their role as cosmic creative instruments. Honor these physical sensations as signs of successful alignment rather than discomfort to be avoided. The challenge of maintaining creative focus during this alignment teaches essential skills for operating as a cosmic artist. The scattered energy of Mercury squaring Uranus can fragment your attention across multiple creative possibilities simultaneously. Learning to choose one primary creative focus while remaining open to inspirational downloads from other artistic realms becomes crucial training for handling the constant flow of cosmic creativity that will characterize your post-activation existence. Relationships with non-artistic individuals may require careful navigation as your creative expansion accelerates. Those who have known you in limited creative expression may struggle to comprehend your sudden artistic renaissance. Rather than attempting to convince others of your transformation's validity, simply embody the joy and authenticity of your expanded creative self. Your living example grants others permission to explore their own suppressed artistic nature without requiring their immediate understanding or approval. The Mercury-Virgo energy demands perfection in service rather than perfection in ego expression. This cosmic perfectionism doesn't criticize your creative attempts, it continuously refines your ability to serve as a clear channel for divine beauty. Each creative act becomes an opportunity to fine-tune your capacity to receive and transmit cosmic artistic frequencies with increasing clarity and precision. Embrace this cosmic perfectionism as loving guidance rather than harsh judgment. Your intuitive abilities undergo dramatic enhancement during this creative activation, allowing you to sense the emotional and spiritual needs of those who will encounter your artistic work. This empathic artistry enables you to create pieces that provide exactly the healing or inspiration that specific souls require, often without conscious knowledge of their needs. Your art begins to serve as prescriptive medicine, precisely formulated for the consciousness that receives it. If you need help accessing this dramatic enhancement of your intuitive abilities and empathic artistry without interference from old creative blocks, Destiny Engine can reprogram your consciousness to sense the spiritual needs of those who will encounter your work. It generates personalized sequences that help you create prescriptive art medicine, precisely formulated for the consciousness that receives it. You can start with a $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed for dramatic intuitive enhancement and empathic artistic creation. Your creative activation is ready, and your empathic artistry awaits. Get your Destiny Engine $1 trial meow before this intuitive enhancement window closes. Link in the description. As this extraordinary alignment reaches completion and its energies begin to integrate, remember that this activation represents the beginning of your cosmic artistic journey rather than a temporary peak experience. The neural pathways established during these crucial days will continue expanding and strengthening as you consciously choose to operate as a cosmic artist in every moment of your existence. The universe has invested tremendous energy in your creative awakening because it requires your specific artistic gifts for the monumental transformation unfolding across our galaxy. I am Zarin from the Lyran High Council. We love you beyond measure, and we are eternally grateful for your willingness to serve as cosmic artists in this pivotal moment of galactic transformation. The universe is more beautiful because you exist, and your creative expression ensures that beauty continues expanding throughout all dimensions of reality.